We are back and turning our attention on this Friday to parenting, especially if you have a little baby. What can you do when it's time to transition to solid foods? This can be an exciting time, but also a bit challenging, really messy, and sometimes even stressful. I spoke with a physician yesterday. She has some really good ideas on what we can do to make this transition smooth. Let's take a look.
With a busy fall season fast approaching, the last thing parents want to worry about is if they're feeding their baby the right thing, especially those parents transitioning their babies to solid foods. Pediatrician Dr. Whitney Casares is joining us to share tips on what foods to start with and where to find and share information with other parents. Dr. Casares, thank you so much for being here today.
It's my pleasure.
So this is a hard question, but what age should parents start to transition their children to solid foods?
You're right. It is a hard question because all babies are different. So make sure to check with your pediatrician. But most babies are ready between 4 to 6 months of age. And we want parents to really be looking for readiness signs like good head control, being able to sit assisted or unassisted, actually being interested in solid foods, and then being able to actually swallow a food versus push it out with their tongue when it's offered.
What's the first step that you should take to acclimate your child to new foods?
Well, set yourself up for success and your baby up for success by not trying to feed a hangry baby or a tired baby, right? So not a baby who's hungry or really tired. You can think about offering your baby a little bit of breast milk or formula, whatever they're used to, right before you give the solid food. So that way their tummy has something in it. And then also think carefully about what solid food you're introducing first, because first tastes do really matter.
So which type of foods do you recommend for babies' first taste?
I am interested in helping babies to explore the world of food and really to eat the rainbow and also get all the nutrition and nutrients they need in a safe, developmentally appropriate manner. So I love fruits, vegetables, and whole grains as a starting place. I'm a fan of Gerber's My First Solid starter kit because it includes all of those. So it has 2 tubs of sweet potato puree, 2 tubs of banana puree, and a sachet of baby oatmeal. And the fruits and veggies there, they are just the right texture. They're gonna really be delightful to a baby's senses. Again, introduce them to that world of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and meats. And then for the cereal, a lot of people don't know this, but babies between 4 to 6 months, their natural iron stores kind of diminish or deplete. And so we need to add in more iron for brain development and for growth. And so the infant cereal allows us to do that by adding in a little bit of breast milk or formula to it, making it just the right consistency to feed baby and get them that iron right from the beginning.
And sometimes it can be a little frustrating when you're feeding your baby for the first time and extremely messy too. Do you have any tips on what to do to make sure it's a low stress, enjoyable experience?
Yeah, keep your cool and set your expectations accurately, right? If you are stressed out, your baby is more likely to be stressed out. Try to pick a time when you're not in a rush. Maybe do it on a weekend morning instead of a workday morning in the middle of the week. And then, like you said, expect there to be mess. Expect maybe your baby to give you kind of an ugh face when you're first starting a solid food. You might have to offer a food multiple times for them to acclimate to it. And then finally, reach out for expert advice. It's not my first time talking about solid foods, but it is the first time for a lot of parents when they're going on this adventure. So talk to your pediatrician or Gerber.com. That's an excellent resource. They have an entire panel of experts, including a certified lactation consultant, registered dietitians, and even a sleep coach. So they care about whole kid health, and they are awake when you're awake 24/7, Gerber.com, with complimentary appointments with all of those experts.
Oh, well, this is such great information. Thank you so much, Dr. Whitney Casares, for joining us today with these good tips and tricks about when you should be transitioning your baby to solid foods, and also how to keep your cool and have it be an enjoyable experience. We appreciate your time today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.